Outfield is a performance-based CRM company that specializes in leveraging gamification and behavioral psychology in order to drive sales performance. In 2015, we started Outfield on the idea that we wanted to disrupt the field sales space. More specifically, we believed that we could address many of the information gaps that existed for organizations that heavily relied on outside sales and field marketing teams' production. Today, Outfield has grown to a team of 20 and has over 250 companies who use our platform across 50 different countries. We've generated just under $1 million a year in revenue and $3 million in total, and we've been featured in many of the top media outlets like Forbes and Inc.com. But what I'm most proud of is the fact that we've been able to obtain this as a bootstrap startup.
As an individual, I learned that there are nuances to working with a bootstrap startup company, and there's a huge need to make every minute of every hour of every day count for something.
We're taking our years of engineering and sales expertise and building an experience that's engaging, fun, and motivating for sales professionals.
It's the pillar of our innovation, being able to not only say we improve efficiencies, but actually acting on it. That's what gives us our competitive advantage. At the end of the day, it's about meeting the needs of our customers, and many times that means creating a class of our own.
Since we're comfortable in saying that we are successful at having built one of the best-in-class CRM platforms, we have set our eyes on solving new problems. Over the course of our journey, we've identified challenges within the broader CRM space. One is adoption, and it is arguably one of the biggest challenges that CRM companies are faced with. In fact, according to the Miller-Hyman Group, 43% of CRM customers use fewer than half the features they have on CRM. This essentially means that a company that spends $1 million a year on their CRM, they're losing over $500K in value.
So now we're looking at solving an institutional problem that leaves companies wondering, where the heck did my technology budget go?
And from our experience, adoption issues are driven by three main causes. One, lack of motivation from sales reps. Two, lack of training. And three, poorly designed user interfaces. We've focused our attention on solving for each one of these items. The second major problem that we see with CRM companies is that they are detached from the outcome of the goals their customers came to them in hopes to solve for. This produces a misalignment in objectives between both parties, leaving the CRM companies indifferent towards the outcomes of their customers. Meanwhile, the CRM partner still gets paid regardless of whether or not their customers are successful. But what if we could change this? We believe that we have the right solutions in place that will correct the course of the two biggest problems preventing the CRM world from moving forward. The League Play extension leverages behavioral psychology to drive results. With this introduction, we are changing how sales reps of the future will view CRM. We have created a reputation-based platform allowing sales reps to receive credit that will motivate them to use a CRM comprehensively.
With all the modern and fun approaches to Outfield, I was particularly happy that we decided to approach every step based on data. Over
the last 2 years, we have customer usage data impacted by game mechanics. We have case studies. We even have a 50-page white paper where we interviewed 100 sales managers on their results when introducing game mechanics to their sales organizations. All this data helped us come to the conclusion that this is the right approach to solving the adoption problem, among others.
So from a product standpoint, transforming Outfield into a performance-based CRM means creating features and workflows that motivate you, the rep, to perform at a higher level. And so in other words, you shouldn't log your KPIs just because your manager tells you to. I mean, you should because they tell you to, but you should do so because you want to.
There's no question that competition drives are everywhere in sales. When we saw the potential to bring competition into the CRM, our minds went wild thinking about what the world's first gamified CRM would look like.
Whether it's day 1 or 1,000 in the company, we have a priority at Outfield that you find joy in what you do. Working in software can be exciting, challenging, but mostly rewarding.
We're building these types of intrinsic motivators within a customizable performance-based system for CRM. And here's how it works. So first, managers set their performance system to match up with their team's roles, their KPIs, activity cadence, and really any important workflow that's unique to their team. And then we apply proven performance mechanics from behavioral psychology and game theory to motivate reps to improve. And these are applied both to everyday workflows, such as goal setting and progression, as well as the bigger ideas within league play. And examples of this include addressing what's called leaderboard burnout with multi-level competition. And this means we add multiple ways to compete through things like matchups, league promotions and relegations, and showing your performance from last week as a sort of shadow this week so you can really compete against yourself and get rewarded for improving. Using your team's custom performance system, we can even aggregate your data into a performance efficiency rating similar to professional sports players. And this can be used for anything from just personal progression all the way up to revealing the true superstars on your team.
Outfield is transitioning to become one of the world's first performance-based CRM companies. Our desire to create this category is in our passion to be true partners with our customers.
When you understand every possible pain point, you're not only helping to solve their problems, but you're also assisting with identifying winnable opportunities.
What that means is everything from our business model to operations, and even our pricing model is being revamped to reflect that passion. Imagine a playing field where our customers' goals become our goals, and as we hit those goals together, we both get rewarded. Now that's a true win-win partnership, and it's ultimately filling a huge void within the CRM space. So if you want to join an awesome team, awesome culture, and be a part of a startup that's changing the world of CRM for the better, you should join us on our StartEngine.com campaign. I'll see you there.